I got a letter from the guy who listens to the show every year and writes down his highlights.
Oh, right, highlights of the show.
The guy, this guy, his name is Paul Dean. For a while, he moved out of the country.
Right.
And he had the show taped to him. Mm-hmm. This is his 15th anniversary of listening to the Don and Mike show and his 15th annual recap, but I'm not going to read it because here's Lisa.
Yeah, hey, you guys remember we had the first edition of Don Geronimo's Naked Cruelty with Heloise.
Right.
And Heloise had a bet for you guys that she was wrong and you were right about this old hint that she would bring you 50 pounds of chili or send you 50. Yeah. I have Heloise in the hallway here with 50 pounds of chili.
The real Heloise?
Wow.
She's here. We have to see.
There she is. There she is. Oh, my God. There she is.
It is hints from Heloise.
Yep. That's funny.
Hi, Heloise.
Oh, my God. Hi, Heloise. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Mike. Nice to meet you. How are you?
Get her on a...
Hi,
there's
Heloise.
Buzz.
Nice to meet you.
Smell that chili.
Get her on the microphone.
My God. My God.
Get her on the microphone. Hi, Heloise.
Hi, Heloise. How are you?
She actually did bring by the chili today.
My God.
Now, this is a taste test, because I didn't think you would want me to heat up all 50 pounds, but there is a ice chest upstairs.
Wow. Now, I didn't think that Heloise would actually put anything in the chili after some of our hateful conversations there. You wouldn't put anything. We did part as friends, right? So you haven't put anything in the chili like... no, I don't think you would.
Yeah, she might have.
No, we're friends.
You didn't put boogers in there.
We're friends. It's fine.
Hints from Heloise.
Who doesn't love
have chili?
Now, she's brought the chili in some sort of laundry basket here.
Well, I had to stop it. The chili was cooked in San Antonio. My husband and I spent about 9 hours Saturday cooking 6 different batches for you.
Wow. Now, look at this. Hints from Heloise actually did bring by...
She's here, yes.
Chili for us.
But I'm also bringing the accoutrements that one serves when one serves Texas chili.
My God, look at all
which
this.
is raw jalapenos, pickled jalapenos. There
wow.
goes the white bread on the floor.
That's all right. What would be your hint for picking that up? No, just kidding.
Picking it up, and then white mush bread, onions.
Yeah, look at this. She's got real chili in here.
Paper plates.
Wow.
Perfect.
And paper napkins.
Okay. Heloise, how about you take the first bite?
Sure.
Not that we don't trust you.
Very good.
Yeah.
But you take the first bite.
All right.
And...
All right, she's going to try that.
Okay, I'll take a bite now that I'm out of that bowl. Now that I believe that that's the bowl that doesn't have boogers.
Are these all different varieties of chili?
These are all batch number 5.
All right, I trust Heloise.
Chili number 5. We got some of that.
All right, here we go. And you made this yourself?
My husband and I did. My husband's name is David.
Quite good.
Very good.
And we didn't spice it up too much for you because
look at Buzz. Did you see Buzz?
Buzz comes running in here.
On a dead run, moved faster than he ever moves.
Plate of jalapenos too.
Wow.
And we're going to get a picture of Heloise for the website.
Yes.
This is marvelous.
And right here in your column today, it's funny you're here because if we had a moment, I would have made fun of this one right here.
Now, what's the hint?
Now, there's no comment from Heloise.
Okay.
It's just one of the typical stupid housefrows that writes to Heloise.
All right, here we go.
Dear Heloise, when my adult children move, they save the china and glassware for me to wrap. Before wrapping things in newspaper for protection, I wrap each item in a clean paper towel. Some glassware or small items that need to be kept together, I might slip them into a plastic newspaper bag. By wrapping in a paper towel, it can then be put away without first washing. Smooth out the paper towels, and they're ready to be used for their original purpose.
Now, Heloise, with all due respect, it sounds like this woman may be on some sort of narcotic.
This woman is an idiot.
She's thrifty.
She's thrifty. There you
That's
go.
a tip.
And how many newspapers are you in, Heloise?
And she's right, because when you wrap it in newspaper first, the newsprint gets on the plates or the glasses.
That's
so
right.
when you move to unless it's a military town, they all know next time you move, you have to wash everything all over again.
But honey. But
Honey?
listen, honey, listen to this though. It can
Isn't that
be
what you call your wife?
yes.
Yes.
Smooth out the paper
And use
towels,
them again.
and they're ready to be
She's
used
thrifty.
again.
She's thrifty. Listen, now, do you eat these jalapenos?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I've
They're
got
good.
some.
Careful
Are
with
they
the
hot?
seeds. Just eat
There's
the
some
green
that are
part.
hot and some that are not. It's
Are you calling your wife?
Yeah. mean, let me ask my wife, who I believe is the cheapest woman on the planet.
These aren't hot.
Let me ask my wife if she would ever do this.
Then you may have gotten a hot one. One of these?
This one's not hot. Just watch out for the seeds.
Yeah, these are the top parts.
That's
So,
the hot
that's
part.
why when you pick jalapenos, even though they're all the same batch, that's yours hot?
Hey,
No, not at all.
Get Heloise some headphones, guys.
Okay.
It's like a belt.
Hey, honey,
Yeah, my boo-boo.
hold on just a second. Let me get some headphones here for Heloise.
Very tasty.
This is a surprise guest that we have.
Honey,
Heloise.
the
Heloise in our
hints from Heloise is here.
Oh, that's exciting.
Hold on, let's get some headphones so Heloise can talk to my wife.
Very good.
I don't want any hints.
No. I want your opinion, honey.
Okay, because you'll expect me to start doing stuff.
All right, now, sweetie,
Now
you
just
are
evaluate this.
all right.
you are cheap, but you tell me if you are this cheap. Now I'm talking to my wife.
Yeah.
Would you ever, while moving, and Heloise, my wife, and I have moved. We've been married 20 years, and we have moved from Los Angeles to Chicago to Detroit to Pittsburgh to D.C. to Chicago to D.C. So we moved a lot.
But this is timely, Don, because I'm actually moving soon myself.
Yeah, but I'm going to stop you even before you ask the question. Most of those moves the radio station paid for.
Okay, but still.
Oh, that
all right.
means somebody else came in.
Well, let me ask you that.
Sometimes. Not
Honey,
always.
not all of them. And let me ask you this, honey.
Are you speaking to Heloise or your wife when
My
you
wife.
say honey?
Honey.
All right.
Would you, and Heloise, what's wrong with calling a girl honey?
If you know the person and they don't mind, that's certainly right, particularly being from the South, because hun is an affectionate term.
Right, honey.
But I would,
Fine. That
I would
sounds like it's right out of the
be
column.
a little,
That's good.
little hesitant to say it to someone from New
All
York.
right, baby, listen. Would you ever do this?
Baby's better. That's so much more respect.
Would you ever take a paper towel, wrap up a glass in it,
I saw
And,
that.
wait,
I read that this
wait.
morning. You don't have to ask me. I
and
read
would you
Heloise.
would you reuse that paper towel?
Yes, on the floor.
There it is.
In some fashion, that counts.
All right.
I would
And she's
not
our
use
friend
it.
now, so we have to give Heloise her props. There it is, right in her column.
No, if
All
you,
right. I thought you'd back me up on that.
no.
Helpful household hands.
No, you know what? One thing I bite my lip on is the way you throw away paper towels willy-nilly before they've got all the goodness used up out of them. I don't say anything, but it's like burning dollars when I see you do that.
All right, honey. Goodbye.
So with tissues, you grab like a dozen tissues at a time.
I
and then
take at least 3 or 4.
only
Yes.
give them one little blow, and then
Are you aware of the fact that in the Heloise versus Don and Mike baseball game, Heloise is now 3-0? Are you aware of that fact?
We beat her on the
3-1.
original one.
We
though.
beat her on the original, and then she's come back, and it's a hell of a comeback.
All right,
really
thanks, honey. I love you.
all right. I love you too. Bye, boo.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Wow.
Bye-bye. All right, well, good for you, Heloise.
I didn't
Good
say
for
anything.
you. I thought that there's no way a sane, rational person would take that advice.
Well, but see, she said it's 50% because she said I would use it for yucky stuff to clean things up off the floor, etc. She didn't say put them back on the roll.
And
take them
we
together.
now have a question about Heloise, I think. Let's go to Dave. Dave.
Hey,
Hey.
is Heloise cute?
Yeah.
Yes.
She is?
Yeah.
Married?
It's pretty cute.
Yeah.
How old are you, Heloise?
51.
51.
Oh, very.
Like them
very
young?
nice. What's that?
Does she like them young?
Do you like them young?
You like young men, Heloise.
Oh, yes. Do you like young men? That was a question for you, Heloise, from our listenership.
I have a fabulous husband I'm married to, so he's a year or two older than me.
There you go.
There's your
Okay.
answer.
Let's say God.
okay.
Let's say God forbid. He gets hit by a bus today. What's the youngest you go out with? The youngest guy.
Well, I don't go out with anybody.
Well, let's say God.
Oh.
Hypothetically
Oh,
speaking.
hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetical
For
question.
me, it's an. I'd say God forbid anything happens to my wife. My cutoff would be at least 16.
Good for you, Don.
I'd say at least 30.
30.
At least 30.
So how old are you, sir?
32.
Oh, there you go.
He's in.
All right.
Now, Heloise, I don't want to be presumptuous here, and I know you mentioned you're married. You're happily married. However, take a look at my partner, Mike,
Right.
and tell me tell me if you find him to be an attractive man.
Well, since he just gave me this puppy dog look, which it looks like he's practiced, I
All
think.
right. Now it's
Now
the,
he's giving you his handsome guy look.
this. You know what this is, Heloise?
Right.
This is my Roman centurion look.
Now, do you consider him to be an attractive man?
Hi.
He's got pretty eyes.
Wow, that's
I've always said
You-
that.
You've
All right, I'm
crushed
sitting
him.
down now.
You've crushed
He
him.
has got great hair,
Thank
a
you.
nice face.
Thank you very
lovely
much.
smile.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know I could lose a little weight. I'm aware of that. Okay, you've said it. I've read between the Heloise lines here.
Can we get a picture of Mike and Heloise together, though, for the website?
So nice.
Okay, no problem.
Could we do that? Because I know that had been the talk after she was on the show, that perhaps when you saw her on the website,
that's right,
you thought there might have been a chance.
Well, I just when we spoke to her on the phone, she had a fetching quality. Through all of the anal retentive advice, she had a bit of a fetching quality. And then when I saw the website, I said, "This is an attractive woman." So this was good. But I know you're happily married, as I am not. And
do you cheat?
No.
No, you don't cheat.
Oh.
All right. Well, obviously the camera's not here. Our staff is in a royal lather.
Here is another question for Heloise. Dean, hello.
Hey guys, how's
Hi.
it going?
Okay.
Heloise, I was just wondering, would you ever suck the jelly out of a jelly donut and fill it with chocolate cream pudding?
You familiar with the movie Fatso starring Dom DeLuise?
No, I'm not.
There's a scene in there where they're talking about food, and they're all like on this diet.
Did you ever suck the jelly out of a jelly donut and then fill it with chocolate swirl ice cream?
And they're all in this group called Chubby Checkers, and they suck the jelly out, and they talk about what they'd put in it. What is the etiquette about sucking the jelly out, consuming the jelly, and then taking ice cream and putting it back in the donut?
Well, let's see. FDA standards probably not good.
Really? Okay, so you mean there might be some sort of health risk involved in that?
Your health risk there.
Really?
And,
I didn't know that.
I probably wouldn't want to eat at that person's house again if I knew that.
Okay. Oh, the camera's here.
All right, let's get a picture now of Mike and the third Mrs. Mike O'Mara.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
Wonderful.
Beautiful. And Heloise,
Thank you.
last thing I must ask. If you would take a quiz that has been taken by everybody on this show.
Matt Damon took it.
We've all taken it.
Every celebrity that's been on the show has taken it.
Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, who's the other, the hunky guy that we just had on?
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark took it. They've all, women have taken it.
Actor. We had the Libertarian candidate for president took this test.
Would you mind taking our sex quiz? It is a simple 13-question quiz. You simply answer yes or no. Okay.
And if you choose to, you can simply say, "I refuse to answer."
Okay.
Which we will interpret as yes. All right, now this is a first. Here we go. Hints from Heloise taking the Dynamite sex quiz. Heloise, have you ever been in a three-way or had group sex?
Remember, all our celebrities answer this.
What can I say? I decline to answer?
If you choose.
Yeah, I decline to answer. Answer is no.
Well, that's an answer.
You decline to answer. Do you decline to answer, or is the answer no?
The answer is no.
No. Thank you very much for your honesty.
Have you ever had sex while menstruating?
No.
No. Have you ever had a lesbian experience?
No.
No. Have you ever made love in your parents' home?
No.
Wow. She thought about it.
Well, my mother's dead, so.
Okay, well, that's right.
Hints from Heloise. Have you ever enjoyed hot interracial sex?
No.
No. Have you ever J.O.'d in front of others?
Pleasured yourself.
Gotten your
Really awkward moment on the show.
Hints from Heloise. Have you ever had sex in a public place? Come on, honey.
No.
You're lying. Have you ever been filmed or photographed while having sex?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Do you have sex? Have you ever had sex in the no-no?
She knows what that means.
Good.
That's one of his big ones.
That's an exit, not an entrance.
We're not quite. He's pretty obsessed with that. We're not sure why.
Okay.
Heloise, have you J.O. today?
No.
Have you ever had sex in a car?
Oh,
Maybe.
that's a yes. First yes. Thank you.
Good girl.
You're getting choked up about
3 more. Have you ever had a one-night stand or sex with a stranger?
No.
Do you swallow?
Almost done.
Just remember, this quiz has been taken by hundreds of famous people.
You can ask my husband.
That would
All right.
be yes.
All right.
And finally, round it off to the nearest 10, 50, 100, or 1,000. What do you estimate your total number of sexual partners to have done?
I've never thought about it.
This would be a wonderful opportunity to think about it.
0 to, What was it?
Anywhere, any number is acceptable.
The nearest 10, 50, 100, 1,000.
I don't know.
Well, give me a ballpark. Wait, 25 guys?
Under 10, under 20?
Under 10.
Under 10, we'll accept it.
We'll say 10.
Buzz, the tally, please. This could be very appropriate for her image.
One of our most chaste guests ever with 2 yes answers, but I'm going to add 2 more because we had our doubts, right? So a total of 4 yeses and 10 partners for Heloise.
Yes, but still one of the truly virginal guests that we've had on the show.
No question. Couldn't be purer.
Squeaky clean. I mean, absolutely. Who was really? I think when we gave Greg Brady, right? Was
he was
would you
one of
like
the
some water?
He was the worst.
Yes,
yeah.
of course. After that,
Need
you can have
some water.
anything you want. Greg Brady was, just to give you a little balance, Greg Brady's statistics were what, Buzz, roughly?
I think he had 8 yes answers.
8 yes answers, yes.
What we thought, several hundred partners.
Several hundred partners. And Diamond Dallas Page, the wrestler, had over 5,000 partners. That's what he said.
Do they, keep a list or something?
You know, that's an interesting question. I
an
guess
estimate.
Diamond Dallas, I think maybe when he got up to about 1,000, started counting.
Most people, it's just a guesstimate.
Yeah, it's a guesstimate.
Just a guesstimate.
Absolutely.
So have you taken this, Don?
Yes.
All of us have.
Yes,
Yeah,
we all
we
have.
all have on the show. Yeah, we would
not do this to you if we hadn't done it to ourselves.
the ultimate in hypocrisy if we would ask a guest to do that and we wouldn't.
And
take
I
it
would
ourselves.
be very glad to tell you, 3-way group sex, no. Sexual menstruating, yes. Homo experience, no. Made love in my parents' home, yes. Interracial love, yes. Jailed in front of others, no. Sex in a public place, yes. Filmed or photographed, no. No spot, absolutely not. Do I swallow? I'm a guy, come on. Have I JO'd today? Today, no. Sex in a car, yes. One night stand or sex with a stranger, yes. Total number of sexual partners, about 40.
And my answers to those, interestingly enough, yes to all the questions on the sex quiz and 0 sexual partners. So pretty amazing little happenstance there. Yeah.
Well, listen, thank you for the chili.
Do you
Pardon me?
retake
Take
this?
this test every year?
No, we don't. That's an interesting. You mean like everybody on the show maybe should update it and retake it? Maybe give us motivation to try different things, Buzz.
Try harder.
Well, see, but I've been married for 20 years. For instance, if my answer on hot interracial love was to change, my wife would know I was cheating.
Well, but you said you have to answer the questions as honestly as possible.
She's
Well,
trouble.
my answers would remain the same.
Here she goes again, taking our offensive and just slamming it right back across the net at us.
Hello, Mitch.
Smart lady.
Mitch, Don and Mike show. Hello.
Hey, Don, Mike,
Hey.
you guys rock.
Thanks.
Hey, Mike, I noticed you kind of got a little more prowessness when Heloise showed up.
A little what?
A little prowessness. You kind of
You mean like
into a different gear.
Like I stepped up a little bit?
Yes, you did.
Well,
I thought
thanks,
you were practicing.
well, thanks a lot for really, exposing me. Yeah, I did. I'm showing off. You're absolutely right.
He's a sexual
Hey, you get an
predator.
A from us out here.
Thank you very much, pal. I
job.
appreciate it. Okay, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, well, listen, hints from Heloise.
Do you have a book that you would like to plug, seriously?
That isn't why I called you.
I know.
It's all right.
Yeah.
That's not why I'm saying it.
That's, if you don't want to plug
no,
this, fine.
it's in the kitchen with Heloise.
In the
There you
kitchen
go.
with Helen.
There you go. There's your plug.
That's fantastic.
Very nice meeting you.
Right.
Wonderful.
Go out and buy copies of that book.
Wonderful. Oh,
Now,
such
I also brought you
soft hands.
big bottles of antacid, just in case.
Just in case.
You aren't used to eating, because you have to try the jalapenos and the pickled jalapenos and the white onions, and you have to do the white mush bread.
We will.
Can I ask you one question?
Yes.
We got a decorative item in the studio today, and I would be curious as to where the best place for that. Where did we put that?
Here he is, right
Where's
here.
that?
Yeah, where would be as far as decorating a home, this is our statue
Of the dead Dale Earnhardt.
See, because he's passed away, we put the X's over his eyes. Where would be the best place to put that in the studio?
In the studio?
Yeah, we need
like
a good
to look
spot
at it
for
every day?
Like
Yeah,
feng
right.
shui.
For inspiration.
Lisa
Feng
likes
shui,
to look
Mike.
at it, right?
Absolutely.
I think, Lisa, don't you like that view?
Oh, look at, she's looking at dead Dale's
We'll
ass.
keep him right here then. There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, well, thank you. Heloise.
Thank you, Heloise. A round of applause for Heloise.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Hints from Heloise.
Look at all this stuff in here.
Good chili.
Yeah.
Fantastic chili.
Thank you for the food. Oh, let's go to the newsroom now. Here we
world
go.
where owning a radio was strictly forbidden, one man found a way to bring good news to his people.
Bye-bye.
He made it up.
I got a hint for Heloise.
You know?
Come
Yeah.
here, baby.
Yeah. In person.
Come here, baby.
Well, that was, you know what? A lot of times they say we'll have a surprise on the show, and it's not a surprise at all. That was a legitimate
A very,
surprise.
very big surprise. Nice meeting you. Hints from Heloise.
Thank you, Heloise.
Bye-bye.
There she goes.
Yeah, she's an older bride. I do her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
How about you? Would you do her?
Oh, yeah.
Buzz?
Yeah.
You do her? Yeah. Okay. Buzz, what's your lead story today?
Today, a Catholic official blames the parents.
Oh, please.
Oh, really?
I will take you down to Chinatown.
Stay tuned,
Stay tuned
for news and comments, coming up on the Don and Mike Show.
That was very
professional. Yeah, we're both showing off.
This is the Don and Mike Show.